Lee's Logbook. Hello and welcome to the next chapter of Lee's Logbook. I am Lee, and this is a little bit of an announcement, I guess, by the Pokemon company themselves. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee have been officially announced now. There is a trailer, an actual something. It's not a rumor anymore. It's real. And I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about a couple things in this trailer, just a couple thoughts. I'm not necessarily going to react to the trailer. I've already seen it. If you have not seen it, I highly suggest you do. There's a lot of interesting stuff in this trailer, but I'm going to be breaking it down, sort of. I'm just going to be breaking down a couple things that I noticed, and some questions that I have that could potentially be answered, but I'll get into that a little later in the video. So the first thing that I wanted to really talk about, I think, was near here. First off, I believe this is Pallet Town, and my goodness. The game is looking really good. So of course, you have Pikachu, or you have Eevee. I'm definitely Team Eevee. So, you play with one Joy-Con. Oh, alright, so here it is. Here's the first thing that I wanted to talk about, because one of the questions that I had is if the capturing system, if like wild battles are no longer going to be a thing. And by looking at this menu, you have get ready, you have items, you have help, and you have run away. That option, help, is the thing that's interesting to me. I think there is potential for you to click help, and maybe your Pokemon that is in like the front of your party, the one that you have following you, since I don't know if that's how it's going to work. That's how it worked in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, so that's the only reason why I'm assuming that it's going to be the Pokemon that's in the front of your party that's going to be following you around. I don't know that for sure. There are still definitely questions to be asked, but I think potentially that's calling in a Pokemon for maybe an assist. It doesn't seem like there's any like life bar or anything like that, so you can't really necessarily weaken the Pokemon. But the question is this going to be what wild encounters are now, or is it or is this mode going to be optional? Nothing right now is known for sure, but that help option is super interesting. I'm wondering what exactly help means. And also, I guess this number here, 20, I think that's probably the number of Pokeballs that this person has on them. So we're still gonna have to, like, buy Pokeballs and stuff. So we're still gonna have to battle trainers and stuff. And as far as trainer battles are concerned, those are definitely still in the game. Since later on in the trailer, around here, you can play co-op. That's one thing that they showed. And via co-op, you can catch a Pokemon together. Now, I'm not exactly sure how co-op is going to work. If you look at it, hold on. If you look at it again, I'm going to pause it right here. So, player 1 has get ready, items, help, or run away. Player 2 has get ready and items. That's all they can do. So they can't even press the help button. Which might mean that player 1 and like player 2 is an extension of player 1. Now, again, all of this game footage is not final. We don't know what the final game is going to look like, but this is the idea that they're going for. So, it seems like as far as the co-op is concerned, player 2 is going to be more of an extension of player 1, so I think everything that player 2 uses is what player 1 has. So it seems like the co-op it's not going to be like 2 separate trainers. It's really just going to be 2 trainers that are... It's going to be 1 trainer and then 1 trainer that is sort of an extension of that other trainer that can use... it can use what the other player has, but also help them capture Pokemon, since, you know, they end up throwing it together, and then it becomes an excellent catch, and then it seems to be like a crit capture. Alright, so this is what I'm talking about. Bug Catcher Kale. This... Okay, so Pikachu and Bulbasaur are both level 18. They're fighting a level 9, Venonat. Rest in peace, Venonat. But... It seems, you know, you have Takedown, you have Poison Powder, you have Sleep Powder. They have symbols next to them showing what type move they are, which I think is it's a cute little addition. I like it. So not only do you have the color there, but then you also have the symbol. So they do have an experience bar down here. They do have an experience bar. And you can see that they collectively have 6 Pokemon. So I think, again, what that means is Player 2 is using one of Player 1's Pokemon, but they're doing it... They're pretty much making it a 2-on-1 battle, so, you know, the battles are pretty simple. Now, that also, in a normal game, would split the experience between Pikachu and Bulbasaur. Although, I guess... Does it work now where everyone gets the same experience? I think maybe in X and Y or Sun and Moon, in the newer generations, that's like how it is now. They get the same amount of experience. So you can kind of train 2 Pokemon at once this way, if that's how it works. But, you know, another question, of course, on our minds is if wild battles are no longer a thing. And that's only if the, like, Go mechanic catching thing isn't able to be, like, shut off and you can't just have a normal Pokemon adventure, which I would hope is not the case. Like, I would think that they would add, like, a normal playthrough option. But I definitely thought that this was interesting. It's interesting to be able to play with someone else, even though, you know, you're both using the Player 1's Pokemon. It's fine. It's still fun. It's an experience that 2 people can have together. Potentially, you know, you 2 as one collective sort of trainer can go through Kanto, you know, all of it and beat the game. And I think that might be an interesting experience for people to play with. So how would you train Pokemon if wild battles aren't a thing? Well, there are a couple ways. Of course, nowadays, capturing Pokemon also gifts you experience. So that could be a potential way, but another way that potentially Pokemon can get experience is right here. Okay, so right here on the screen you see save your progress, take your Pokemon for a stroll, or back to your adventure. Take your Pokemon for a stroll! So, in Pokemon Go, walking now grants your Pokemon experience. So I think potentially, by taking your Pokemon for a stroll and messing around with them and having a dandy old time, I think this also will get them experience, allow them to level up, to learn moves, to train. So it's a new way to train it. It also, because a lot of people are like, okay, hold on, this like defeats the purpose of Pokemon Go, where you don't have to go anywhere anymore. You can just have a Pokemon experience in your home again. This is kind of a way where, okay, you can go back outside now. Go back outside, stroll with your Pokemon, train them that way. I guess. It's again, I don't actually know if this is how it's going to be, but it is pretty interesting that you could hypothetically walk with all of your Pokemon, train them that way. So potentially that's a thing. And then, okay. So then there is Go Park. So, by the looks of it, I don't actually know if the Pokemon in Go Park are going to be, like, usable. I don't actually, I don't know. It seems like the Dratini just makes a reaction when the trainer comes near it, and previously in the trailer, when you would run into a wild Pokemon, it would immediately go to the whole Pokemon Go capture scene, so I don't know if that means that these Pokemon are unavailable to us. Also, that Onyx hiding in the flowers there, it's adorable. I don't know if you could. Yeah, you could see it. It's right there. And then I'm actually trying to figure out what Pokemon this is. You could see their legs. I don't know. I can't tell. If you know what Pokemon that is, tell me. I'm sure it's a Gen 1 Pokemon. But I don't know what it is. Unless it's like 2 Pokemon. I don't know. Anyway, other than that, though, I don't know if these Pokemon are going to be capturable, if you could use them in the game. That's definitely a question that I have. But we'll have to see about that. And then, of course, there are a couple scenes. You can dress up Pikachu and Eevee in costumes, and they can battle in those costumes. And also, the moves are looking... Okay, wait. This. Not that. This. Okay, just real quick, the, like, super splash that Magikarp was doing. I don't know what that is. This is, of course, either self-destruct or explosion. One of the things. Golem just blows himself up. And then Mewtwo's in the game. This is Gen 1, your first adventure. In a new style. So about this, you'll meet a special Pokemon. So it has been confirmed that this is going to be a Pokemon that none of us have seen before. It is a brand new Pokemon. So I am interested to see what that means. And now I'll get to the second part of this. I just wanted to go over those couple things, talk about them, talk about what I had seen in this trailer. If you have anything that you noticed in this trailer that I did not talk about, please, in the comments below, talk to me about it. Tell me about it. I would love to know, because I am definitely intrigued by the look of this game. It's interesting. But the second part, so apparently, a Japanese talk show, I believe it was something along the lines of Ohasuna, they said that on May 31st, they will be having a special having to do with something Pokemon related. Shocking news or something like that. A new adventure. I don't remember the exact words. But could that mean more info about this game, or could that potentially mean more info about what was also tweeted about by the Pokemon Company, which is in the latter the latter half of 2019, which most likely means November, because that is their release month now. We will be getting a core Pokemon game on the Switch. So this is not a core Pokemon game. This is starting potentially a new series of games. But it's a spin-off. This game is a spin-off. And it looks pretty interesting. But anyway, so May 31st, apparently they're going to be talking about this game, and if I'm not mistaken, May 31st in Japan is May 30th over here. So by the end of tonight, we could have even more information about this game, or potentially about the game in 2019. I am excited for learning more because this was pretty crazy. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want one of these. They're pretty cool. Anyway, so that is all I had for you guys. I just wanted to make this quick video. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave this video a like. And if you want to see more and you have yet to subscribe, consider subscribing, because I will most likely be covering more Pokemon news as it comes out. Whew, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. And as always, I will see you guys next time.